fuck? This back
Hey
home
man,
boy back out
hey,
here preaching
hey, you
again.
know what's funny? You know what's funny? I found the game. I was watching it. So shit,
Oh, that shit funny as
I'm
fuck.
still watching it right now. That nigga Say said, "Hey yo, suspension."
Nah, that nigga like he is online. He is online. Suspension. Suspension, nigga. Suspension. Suspension.
Hey, I was
Y'all
like, man, I
niggas
don't
is
think you playing.
retarded, man. I ain't bullshit. Y'all niggas is crazy. He said, what you get a hard on?
You
Nigga
get a
said,
hard on that shit.
Oh shit. That shit funny as fuck, man.
that nigga was
Man,
excited, nigga.
you dumb fuck. I need Jameis, man. I like how he throw that long ball.
Motherfucker missed him. Oh, we
I
got
like how
one.
he throw that motherfucker. So
Come
you
on.
know.
Lock. We got one.
Man, the fuck this nigga.
Yeah,
Top,
nigga
what the
just
fuck you doing?
let's sit here and wait. On top of disappear on you and y'all won't play till tomorrow.
Nah, the nigga, he sent me the invite. I'm in the goddamn lobby waiting on this nigga. I'm finna back the fuck out.
Tackle him. You sorry motherfucker. My dude was up 10 touchdowns though, so shit. 11 or something like that.
I was gonna catch you.
You still gonna catch him right now. But you got users to play now.
I don't got, you got uses, I can still throw them out. You got uses you can't throw to your focus on your guy. I got like Red Rum and the Falcons slow ass corners.
And you ain't gonna play the Falcons, you play them next.
Oh,
Then you
that's
play
who I
them
get suspended for the Falcons game. Damn.
I ain't gonna lie, that man say you though, cause Mark got user skills though. It ain't like Mark gonna come up there and press you. Mark gonna make him run by him.
It's alright, as long as we got time, we can run by him.
Y'all niggas underestimate Mark. Mark don't goddamn take no control. The average grade nigga.
Me and Greg Dick can play way different.
I must admit though, see you got something. You pissed me off trying to beat me in Tampa though. Then I play you. So all I'm doing is locking down Buddy. This is a lockdown.
We got all the receivers out there. Don't get it confused.
I don't give a damn. Buddy ain't catching the ball.
The crowd
I got
ain't
other
catching the
crowd.
ball. Hey, your corner ain't fucking with my corner.
What's that?
Why not? Cause he fast?
He everything your corner is and faster.
No, he
Your
not.
boy just taller.
No, yeah, exactly.
Hey, he don't got the hey, yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, right?
What the fuck is you doing? And why is you even over there?
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, push it.
Nah, that's my bitch.
Wow.
I don't know why they switching positions. Both of them are middle right now. I don't know what the fuck. They won't even let me sell them out. Oh, there you go on the edge. Y'all taking too much time playing around. Hey, yo, where the fuck Super Cannon at?
I'm gonna go to work, it don't even matter.
It's dirty.
God damn, that quarterback ran back and threw that motherfucker crazy.
My safeties cannot play.
Push it.
I ain't even hit that nigga. Don't give me no roughing the pass. Might be holding. Oh.
Hey, Saint still in this room?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, nigga, I'm online, nigga, check. I broadcast, check. I put my shit in the lobby, check.
I know you online because I'm saying, looking at this shit, nigga.
Bitch ass nigga, yo.
I need, I need a checklist. That's what the fuck I need. I'll make a checklist up, shit about a game. What else?
I get to the point now, I be checking my broadcast about 4-5 times.
Oh, I do. I be like, shit, make sure my shit's still up.
All you gotta do is press start and the show is still up there. That's what I do all the time.
That's Dorian Green Beckham.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams on winning streaks. It's the Huskies going up against the Titans. With that, we'll send you up to Music City, USA,
See your brother.
and
Your brother
Nissan
doing.
Stadium in Nashville, my hometown. We're standing by as our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry.
See what we got here.
To the
We get just 2 in a
Music
row.
City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at
this
Nissan
sweet
Stadium
going.
in Nashville,
Bang.
Tennessee. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Toronto Huskies and the Tennessee Titans. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Hearns left side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's go! Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go. Over.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
In motion goes the tight end.
Leopard! Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Leopard! Over! Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Come on, man.
Let's take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll run it here.
Oh, hit the
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
laughing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And cuts out right sideline. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Come on, catch it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Give me that shit.
And his throws
Y'all
gonna be
niggas can't catch the
incomplete.
shit.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side.
Oh,
it's
I put you
complete.
in for
He's got
pursuit.
it.
What the
And
fuck?
able to get this one across the 45 before he's
Hey, what's
brought
score?
down.
What's
He
score?
goes for
What's score? Shut the
18
fuck
there
up.
as the drive will
Well, nigga, I'm
continue.
winning. You
I
shut the
think that's a
fuck
big
up.
pickup for a first
I'm
down because
winning.
when
You
run a
shut
drag
the
route
fuck
against
up.
zone, you're sometimes asking for
Yo,
trouble
bitch
because you
ass.
might run into a defender.
Soft ass
Well, there they
nigga.
ran into a first
That
down.
nigga bad
Executed it to perfection. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
We'll
That was
take
going
this
to let
one.
it go.
Pimp,
He
pimp.
waits
Good
for
looking
one.
out.
It's intercepted.
Appreciate that
A
shit.
great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And some room to work. And cut it to the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now, right now, stop. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, hold on.
Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. On 3rd down, Mariota got a man and he hits him in stride. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh,
And
man.
running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I fucked my
3
niggas
yards
last
won't be
week.
enough here as that'll bring
Didn't
up
give him
4th
enough
down.
yards. Now
So
they
now the
slow as
Titans
shit.
are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Right, they run slow.
And the
Oh,
14-year
he just
trusty
cleaned up
veteran
the
able
shit
to
right
knock
now,
it
bro.
through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the
Give me
ball.
that shit.
And they keep
No,
making the connection.
come on.
And they will not get the connection
You
there.
gotta
It's
capitalize on
incomplete.
that shit.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to
Nice
find his
tackle,
running
baby.
back. It's complete.
Look at this
And he's
shit.
taken down, but not before getting this across
Good save.
midfield and just shy of the
Soft ass
40.
nigga.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
All right, here we go. Great. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Room here to run.
He ain't go down. Come
Work it
on.
inside the
3
30 to
niggas,
the
no fumble.
29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarter, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one.
Come on. Oh, what the
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play action now. Mariota is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Mariota now. Right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Titans a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Two receivers left, one to the right. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mariota on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle. There's
Hey,
almost
shut
always
the
traffic,
fuck
so
up.
anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
Bullshit.
They come out
I
here
ain't gonna lie, I caught every little bit of that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back to throw. He's had no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
Rick, come here. Lay that blinker right on the floor.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Oh,
and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Hold right there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Go ahead. Mommy about to bring something right now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Return for a touchdown.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that's us.
That's incomplete.
Catch that shit. You don't want to do that.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offense ready to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now, go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Over.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's us.
Safety valve here. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there.
That shit look, hey, you watching it? That shit look fast?
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And eventually stop just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Offense looks to punch it in here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jay Prosh, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Most players will tell you, that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Fresh set of downs here.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
I thought it was me missing the motherfucker. Damn, keep missing the ball.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back.
Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
I'm fighting to get that nigga go back to the hole.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass.
Oh, get out of here.
Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
I'm used to playing with Michael Vick.
His kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll look to throw.
Give me that shit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Damn it, pick him up, dude.
No one that I've ever met.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, that shit was...
Maybe the
Put the ball up.
A great read, and it's picked
Man, that
off.
shit was
So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
This fucking delay
Two-score
killing me.
game
I
here in
can't
the
get this
4th, and that
fucking
pick,
ball
it
out. Look
kinda
at that nigga
keeps the
open
door
on the
ajar,
left side.
doesn't it?
It
He's
does,
so
and you
fucking
wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some
known I
clock.
wasn't gonna get no
It's
live
almost
'cause I
like they
tapped the
felt
button
like,
3
hey,
goddamn
we've got a
times.
good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
I should have fucking stopped after the goddamn...
Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19. Now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Yeah,
And the
get
hit
that
jarred
nigga.
loose.
Talk to him.
It's incomplete.
On Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Oh,
Will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Surveying the field, trying to lay one up deep. Now
Oh,
football.
come on.
It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with an acrobatic catch. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And now back out comes the offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out. And you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Design run for their wideout. And some room to maneuver. Cuts right. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
Fucking great call, coach.
A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards on the ground. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Goddamn block.
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Third and 4. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
That was me! Oh, that's bullshit.
It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Oh, that ain't
quickly,
bullshit.
they get to the line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
Give it to him, baby. Let's go.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And just tip to that nigga. Tip, come on, how the nigga catch the ball?
And incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Get him out of here. 1 more.
2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Get him out of here.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though
What you saying about that division, nigga?
You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.
Oh, look at that catch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Shit, you got that punk-ass
The
deep ball.
Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Man, that's punk-ass deep ball. I been beating that nigga. Man, he been locked down all day.
And he playing against, yo, my nigga, I wasn't even throwing it deep to him.
Nigga, I picked him off once. I slapped 2 out of the air, and then he catch this motherfucker.
Yo, listen, the beginning of the game, all that shit was some fuck shit. That nigga was overthrowing the hell out of that nigga.
To what?
The
jelly.
Yeah, go ahead. I wanted to run that end around again, but I was like, he might be waiting on that motherfucker this time. Bum ass fumble. Nigga got 90 something carry.
I was waiting on that wide receiver screen that I knew you was about to do at the end of the game.
Hey, I had it set up. Hold on. I had it set up for the screen on one side, right? But then I had two double posts on the other side. So I said, if he called man, I'm going to hit this post. But your ass didn't call no fucking man. You called zone. So then I couldn't go to the post, and the nigga played the screen.
And I played the screen.
Yeah, I like, fuck. I said, I ain't
I'm like, oh, we got him. All we got to do is hit him. Hit him, he fumble. Hit him, he fumble. And this nigga go, throws the shit out of bounds. I said, this maggot ass nigga.
I'm getting rid of that shit. I told myself if I ain't got it before I even started, I was throwing that shit out. What you want?
So then last year, I tried to make it go on here, like this plane right here, and I was right by the foot, so I went like this, and look what happened over here.
Oh, yeah? And it stood out. All right, clean this up. Put everything where he tore it out from. Man, this nigga fumbled. I'm still sick about that one. How many times I throw with this nigga? 6 for 11? That nigga gonna be hurt next week.
Yeah.
17 shots, no 38. I can't believe this shit. One on one. Oh shit.
Where the fuck is my son at? Yo, where the fuck is my son at?
Here he comes.
Oh, well, I got two of them in here right now. I think, unless they left. Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't know if they left or not. Them motherfucking kids. Oh, nah, they still in here. Both of them.
Who you talking about?